Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So this session is our continued session of checkpoint CoreXL. So in part one, we have seen about the CoreXL, like what is CoreXL, its important, and what the benefit of CoreXL in checkpoint. So CoreXL basically is one of the core features in checkpoint firewall. So if you're watching this session, I will suggest to first watch part one and then watch this session so that we can understand the flow. So this session is about commands and troubleshooting. So same things we need to do in the production also. Okay. So we'll try to start from some commands and I'm going to explain the debug commands also. So how we can do debug and how we can play with core access. Okay. So I already log in firewall. So first we run this command cpview. So cpview is basically it is going to show all the things about your firewall. Like you can see like in overview number of CPU total 4, and it is going to show the percentage, like how much load on the CPU 0, 1, 2. Okay. If you move the sysinfo, it is going to say like CoreXL status is enable and CoreXL instances is 3. So total 4 core. In out of 4, one is playing as a working as a SND and 3 working as a parallel instances. Okay. So this is about we can also see more about in CPU if you go on the CPU tab. So it is going to show all the things. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3. So total 4 CPU, one is working as a SND and rest one is working as a firewall instance. We can say firewall worker. Okay. Then if you run the command top, so it is going to show your all the utilization. Like in production, it is very important command like top command. We can see your utilization related to CPU, like which resources is taking high, too much CPU. So it is very important the times of troubleshooting related to utilization, like which process of the firewall is taking too much CPU. Okay. So we can see multiple here like firewall worker 0, firewall 1. It is showing CPU here. Like firewall worker 0 has only CPU 1% because at the moment there is no traffic, right? So top command is very important to see the resource utilizations, like which resource is getting how much CPU. Okay. Then if you run this command fwctl multic state, multic means 4xs. Fwctl multic state. So it is going to show about the details like 0, 1, 2, like which CPU is handling how much connections. Okay. So it is also very important to use in the production to realize the flow, realize the connections. Okay. Then there is one command to see the how much CPU. So we can see with the help of CP view, and another command is like we can run like CP state OS space hyphen F CPU. Just 1 minute. So this command is also helpful to realize about the CPU, how much CPU and the other stuff. CPU number is 4. Okay. Another command is like cat and cat then proc slash CPU. Let me just re-verify it. So this is the command cat proc CPU info and just grab it. So it is also very important command related to CPU, like how much CPU on that firewall. If you run this command, it is going to show, guys. Okay. Then there is one. This is very important command fwctl infinity space minus l. So it is going to say like which daemon is associated with which CPU. Okay. So if you run this command fwctls, see, so it's showing like firewall kernel instances. We can say like firewall 0, it is associated with CPU 0. Means firewall 1 is also associated with CPU 0, and firewall instances 2 is also associated with CPU 0. So because this license, this current license only permits using CPU 0, so we can't use CPU number 1, 2, 3 because the current license only supporting to use CPU 0. So CPU 0 is assigned for the firewall worker 0, firewall worker 1, and firewall worker 2. Okay, but in production we can't see like this. We can see like how many daemon is associated, which daemon is associated with which CPU. Means, for example, VPND. VPND is used for the VPND is the daemon which for is for the VPN purpose, right? So we can assign VPND daemon to the particular CPU. It depends upon you. If you want like assign VPND to CPU number 1, so we can assign CPU 1 for the daemon VPND. So it's up to you, and it depends upon the requirement, guys. Okay. And if you want to do some little bit changes, for example, if you want to assign firewall instances 3 to CPU number 5, so we can assign with the help of this command fwctl affinity space minus s means set minus k, and 3 your firewall instances and 5 is your CPU. So it is going to show like once we run this command, it is going to assign CPU number 5 to the firewall instance 3. Okay, same for the interface, same for the daemon. So FWCT affinity space minus S minus N and CPD. CPD is the daemon. Okay. And whenever we are able to see minus N or someone called dash N, so N indicate that's daemon, guys. Okay. So if you run this command, we can't perform because this is not licensed and it is showing like we can only use CPU 0. So we can't do it because it's saying like daemon CPD CPU 2 set successfully. Okay. Very good. Multi-key affinity was not changed. For more info, see, okay, that is fine. So we'll try to see like FWCTL affinity space minus L minus A minus B. See, guys. So CPD daemon is associated with CPU2. Means CPU2 is working for the daemon CPD. So how we can, but this is the temporary change. This is not a permanent change. So if you reboot your firewall, it is going to be lost. So if you want to do permanent changes, guys, for that we need to go in this directory. We can say like with the help of vi command. We know very well, like I know very well, like everyone is aware about so vi. So vi is kind of editor. So for that we need to go on this path with the help of vi command. So let me just log in vi and right click. So from here we can do changes. Okay. For example, at the moment CPU2 is assigned to CPD daemon. If you want to assign CPU number 1 to CPD, just 1 minute. For that, we need to keep insert, and after insert, and then we need to press caps lock, escape, shift colon, W, and Q. And if you run the again command, FW, ctl affinity, space minus L minus A minus B, just 1 minute. And then caps lock, escape, then shift colon, Q. Okay, so we have done the permanent changes, but we need to apply also, guys. So we need to run this command to get this apply. Okay. Okay. Now if you run this command, see, CPD daemon is now changed with CP1. Means CP1 is assigned to CPD daemon. So this is how we can do permanent changes. So once your device will reboot, it will not change, guys. So this command, with the help of this command, we can change the permanent changes. But if we want to play as a temporary, then we can play with the help of this command. Okay. So I hope you guys understand the concept, understand the command, actual meaning of all these commands. Okay. So multic means simply CoreXL. Okay, so sometimes in company we got the requirement like we need to assign like a particular CPU, for example, CPU 2 to daemon VPND, CPU 1 to daemon, CPD daemon, CPU 3 to the FWN daemon. So such types of things we can do with the help of this command. And for permanent changes, we need to use this command, and then we need to use this command to apply it, which I have shown, guys. And I'm going to share all the command in the descriptions, so we can use that as per your requirement. Okay. Then one more thing I want to show, guys. This command is very important. cpwd underscore admin list. If you run this command, it is going to show all the daemon, guys. Like cpwd is a checkpoint watchdog daemon. It's work to monitor all the important daemon which is working in the checkpoint, which is running the checkpoint firewall. So with the help of this command, we can monitor all the daemon. So it is very important to realize in the production, for example, some features in checkpoint is not working. So we should also check like every daemon should be active. So it should be E, it should not T. So a state is E means educated. If you are able to see any daemon as a T means it is terminated. So we need to start that daemon, or maybe we need to start the service like CPS stop and CPS start, and then it will fix the issue. Or we can particular start we can also start particular daemon also. Okay, so these are the daemon, guys. So with the help of this command we can monitor all the daemons. Okay, so this is how we can work and play and troubleshoot and see some things related to CoreXLs. And the last things I'm going to explain, guys, CoreXL troubleshooting. So this command related to what's related to CoreXL, do some CPU changes, assign some CPU to the particular daemon, interfaces, firewall instances, we can say firewall worker, okay? And we can do permanent changes, and then we can apply it, okay? Last option is debug, guys, CoreXL debugging. So debug is always recommended to do in the last options. And as per my experience, guys, it is recommended to do debug with the help of tag. Okay, because if you are sure about the issue, because we have multiple modules, multiple flags. So in production, we can't run debug for all the flags. It is going to be maybe crash our firewall, because it is going to it is CPU, it is a CPU extensive. So if it is a CPU extensive, then maybe it is a problem in the production, right? So first command is fwctl debug 0 to onset your order debug. So if you run this command fwctl debug 0, it is going to onset or your debug. For example, someone has run the debug and maybe they forget. So with the help of this command, we can onset your debug. So it is recommended to use fwctl debug 0 in first, before starting your debug. Then we can set the buffer fwctl debug space minus buffer, so that your debug is going to store in your that buffer. So it's kinds of size. We can say memory, we can say in short. So whatever debugs, it is going to be stored on that size, on that buffer, we can say like buffer size. Then we can run the command fwctl debug space minus m module and plus multic. So m means module firewall and multic means CoreXL. So if you are sure about the issue, so then we need to run this command fwctl debug space minus m multic, and we need to assign flags, particular flags. Like if you're not sure about the flags and proper issue, I will suggest to involve the vendor, because you can't run debug for all the flags. Maybe it will crash our firewall. And the last command is fwctl debug k debug kernel debug space minus t minus f. Minus t means time frame. Minus f means it is going to run the debug until you are going to stop it. So it is going to run continuously until you are going to stop it. जब आप stop करोगे, then it is going to be a stop. Otherwise, it is going to run continuously. And this is the path, and this is the name. So name you can sorry, just 1 minute. This is the path and this is the name. So name we can give as per your convenient, guys. So we can give any name. So let me try to run and debugs, because it is live environment, so we can do that. fwctl debug 0. So with the help of this command, it is going to onset all our debug. So debug state was reset to default. So whatever debug was running from the earlier, it is going to unset it. Means we can show a stop in short, I can say. And then we can set the buffer with the help of this command fwctl debug space minus fwctl debug space minus buffer, and then set the buffer size. Okay, so we have set the buffer size. Then we are going to use module fwctl debug space minus m module firewall plus multic. Multic means CoreXL because you are doing debug for CoreXL, right? You are sure about the issues related to CoreXL and you want to analyze something in depth with the help of debugs. Then debugs come in the picture. So we have set the module firewall and plus multi-queue. And then this is the actual command, guys. This is the command to set the flags. So this is lab environment, so I'm just using all. But in production, we need to be sure, guys. Okay, we can't run for all because maybe it will be not good for from the CPU perspective. Okay, then the last command. So I'm going to give the same name, or we can give any other name. For example, I'm just changing this name. Path will be same, and then name, for example, test. Just 1 minute. Test dot debug, and we can run this command page. Okay. So once we'll run, maybe we can see some CPU hike, but this is the lab environment, then maybe we can't see much. But just 1 minute, let me log in. See, see, we are able to see, guys. Now see, CPU is 100%. Okay. So some CPU is going 100% because we are running debug for the CoreXL for all the flags. And this is the lab environment, lab environment. So that is fine. But in production, we should be sure about the flags. If you're not sure, then try to get the help from vendor because some CPU is getting 100% out of three. See, two is getting 100%. So maybe, if all CPU is going to 100%, maybe our firewall may be crash. Okay. And debug is not recommended to run every time. Okay. So if you're doing troubleshooting, take the debug and try to stop as soon as possible. Okay. So let me just stop it. Control C, and then we run this command fwctl debug 0. Okay, so debug has been unset, guys. So if you see same, if you run the command again, now see CPU is normal. Control C, run the command again. So now CPU is normal, 5%, 6%, 4%. That is fine. I hope you guys understand the debug parts, like how we can debug related to CoreXL and checkpoint. So I'm explaining advanced features of checkpoint, guys. So if you like my efforts, please share, subscribe, like as much as possible. Okay. So for example, we have done the debugs and we are not able to see like what's happening inside the debug. So we can share this debug file to the vendor checkpoint tag, and they can analyze and they can share their output. Accordingly, we can take action like if changes required anything on our firewall. Okay. So how we can get this file out from the firewall? So for that we need to log in to WinSCP, and then our firewall IP is 192.168.137.10, 192.168.137.10, and I think admin 123. Okay, so we need to enable the shell, guys. So by default, um, shell is clean in checkpoint. So for that, we need to go to export, then admin 123, change shell, a space minus set, bin bas admin. Okay, so now cell has been changed to be admin. Changing cell for admin. Okay, now we can try. Just 1 minute. Let me close the WinSCP and again we'll try to log in it. One 92 168.137.10. See, now it is connected. Okay. So what was the path, guys, where we have store our debugs? So it was var log, and this is the name test.debug. So we need to go on the directory var log, and then we have given the name like just 1 minute, test something, right? See, this is the test.debug. So this is our file, debug file. So we can copy from var log directory to your personal laptop. It depends upon like which path you want to select. So I have copied from firewall to the download folder on our in our my personal laptop, and then I can share this file to the vendor. With vendor, maybe we can upload this file in the case notes. We can say like on checkpoint portal. Okay, so that's it about the core excels, and I'm going to share this command in description so we can use that, and that is enough for the core excels. And next session will be about the secure excel. So secure excel is also one of the core features in checkpoint. So if you know like my efforts, and no if you like my session, please share, subscribe as much as possible. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much for your time.